but we're living here at Slow Burn, trying to get our microphones all hooked up, talking about some BH with some TP stuck to it, all coiled up and wrapped around the hair. That's what's up, right, Rob?
Indeed, sir. Coming in hot and compressed.
Hot and compressed.
Hold up here. It's been a minute. Let me adjust.
Adjusting.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Have to adjust on the fly, see? You can't worry about when you start producing gold. You just got to go when the fire's hot, you know?
You screwed in over there?
I hope so, but I doubt it. It's going to start falling again. Listen, people. We need funding. like Lindsey Graham, we're begging. $5-10, it can go a long way. What?
PayPal, 727-238-2246.
PayPal. Rob's got Bitcoin too, I think.
Nah.
We'll set up a slow burn.
Bitcoin mining apparatus.
No,
how does that work?
I'm not using my energy for that. I already have the electric car. I can't start funding another electric
No, it's
expenditure.
mining. You're making money.
Yeah, that's what they say.
An electric expenditure.
Yeah. Bro, you got to think about your net gains. All right, dog?
You said that like you were lifting weights.
Yeah, your net gains. You're lifting those financial weights. We live in a capitalistic society, okay?
You financial burdens.
Burdens.
Everything's a fucking burden in 2020.
Well, I mean, it's
In
only
our
a burden.
capitalistic
That's
society.
perspective, okay?
What?
It's perspective. It's a burden.
Oh, I'm living good.
I would rather, like,
car don't
have a
work.
car payment than not have a car. At least in this city. Depends on other cities.
I would rather have to jumpstart my car
Than get a new car.
every other time I start it than not have a car.
Yeah.
Current condition.
I feel you there.
Hey, I think I'm doing pretty all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, doing better than some people.
Yeah.
You know?
MacGyver in it. It's got like a little jump box.
You're not having to ride the longboard to work.
It's good because A, I don't have a longboard. B, I think I exceed the maximum weight capacity for a longboard.
Yeah, and I think you would get in shape real quick. You imagine you riding into
Yeah. No, I wouldn't because you know how many days I would come to work?
None.
Once.
Yeah, once like that.
And I'd have to get a ride home.
It's like the time I rode the bike from Clearwater. That was like a 15-mile, 16-mile bike
Clearwater?
ride. Yeah, it was more because I was living on the south side at that point, right? No, I was living closer. Okay.
Coquina. Oh, from Coquina.
No, that was when I was on the one over by like 22nd or whatever. Nancy's place.
Oh.
But that's still a fucking ride
So what? Does this work?
to Clearwater. When we were
Oh,
working
to
at
Clearwater.
Clearwater Ren.
Okay. I'm in now. Yes, that was a very long ride, and that was funny as fuck when
Yeah.
you got there.
I was like, I'm not doing that again.
One and only. Well, at least you gave it your all. You gave it
Yeah.
a try.
I need to build up. I went too hard, too fast. I need to build that up.
But you were biking quite frequently then.
Yeah, but that was long. I wasn't doing anything like that long. I was riding the bike,
4 or 5 blocks.
yeah, like a mile, 2 miles. And then I jumped all the way to like 32 miles. Yeah. That was it. That was when I was reminded that it's a marathon, not a sprint, not a...
What part of you thought you could do that? I mean, every
Well,
part
I
of
did
you.
it.
Every part of you thought you could do that on the daily for like a minute there.
Oh, yeah, no, but after that I was like, I'm not doing this every day. No, thank you.
Yeah, that sounds feasible. I can do that.
I don't have the body build for it anymore. Probably because I don't do it, right?
When I was working construction for all them doctors' offices, them fancy downtown doctors' offices, a lot of them would bike to work every day, like 20 plus miles on the Pinellas Trail.
Well, yeah, but they have those fucking fancy ass bikes and like...
Yeah, their little tighty pants and whatnot.
I could, yeah,
Wait,
I mean...
so like the bike really matters?
Huh?
The type of bike really matters? Like,
It can. Like, you gotta think, if your bike's real lightweight and you're not having to move the extra force of the bike, and then if all the gears and
how
everything
heavy can a bike be?
Huh?
How heavy can a bike possibly be that it's going to cause...
You notice it. You can notice it, especially when you're riding that far, you know?
Now, can you, like, on those kind of bikes, can you, like, pop a wheelie? Or would it fuck some shit up?
I mean, you could, but you wouldn't want to.
Are you going to be, like, bunny hopping, like, curbs and shit?
No. Your fucking tires will pop or blow out. That was the shitty part about race tires or road tires. So,
wow.
This is skitty.
A world I'd never lived in.
I liked my mountain bike, but then it got stolen outside the back of AAN on 4th of July one year.
Shocker.
We were working. It was in the fucking back, too. Like, and we looked at because Jose was there, and we were working, and I went to leave, and I'm like, you motherfuckers hide my bike again? Where'd it go? You know, like, what the fuck? He's like, no, man, I didn't. And I'm like, quit messing around. And so we go and look at the security cameras. We have, like, Kaz pull up the security footage, and we see some dude hop over the back fence, start chucking bikes and shit over.
Fence.
Yeah. It was like a 6-foot fence.
Yeah.
And dude just, like, he must have had, like, a car or something on the other side or something he jumped up on.
How do you even know they were there?
I don't know. But he went over and just started throwing shit over the other side of the fence.
I mean, there was a lot of shit back there.
My bike was one of them. I love that bike, too,
man.
Sucks. Yeah.
My bike was one of them.
Yeah. There was a couple other bikes that got that day. And then that security guard went next door and bought bikes for everybody that got theirs stolen. And then he, like...
Turned in the receipt
and
like,
wanted to get paid for it. And
can
they were
I get
like, no.
reimbursed for this?
And they were like, no, you were doing that as a good deed, we thought. Like, what?
Yeah, what was that wasn't the same guy that, like, shot that guy, was it?
No, that was a different guy. But there were a few fucking
tasered.
weird fuckers that worked there as security.
Yeah.
It's a weird fucking world we live in, man.
Ain't it, though? People on skateboards drinking...
Capri Sun.
It's not Capri Sun. It's cranberry juice.
Ocean spray.
Ocean spray. But I still don't think it was just ocean spray in that juice.
No, you think it was some other shit in there, too.
A mixture.
Mixture.
I'm not just, you know.
You're just freeforming here. Okay.
I mean...
I think that's maybe you're projecting a little.
No, I mean, I'm saying, like,
No?
if I was a little, like, cranberry and vodka'd out, I, too, might be one to, like, pop the cell phone out and hit some Fleetwood Mac.
No, he said he was just feeling it. He was just vibing on his way to work because his truck had broken down. So he's having to ride the longboard to work.
Hmm.
And he vibing, dog. Why can't people just vibe?
People don't just drink cranberry juice unless you get, like, a UTI. Do you have a UTI?
Man, I love cranberry juice.
I do, too, but...
See, I don't know about ocean spray now. That shit's a little sugary.
The cocktail, a juice cocktail.
Yeah, it's not really, that's not really juice. That's a cocktail. Okay?
Some concentrate and some sugar and a lot of water.
It's I like my cranberry juice a little bit tartar. Kind of like a sipping cranberry juice. Something you're not going to gulp away right away. And fucking get the sugar fits from.
Where are you at on grapefruit?
On what?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit? I love grapefruit.
Really?
Like pink grapefruit?
Ugh.
I love that shit.
My grandma...
Give it to me.
Grandma had this tradition, or whenever we had a family breakfast for, like, a holiday, there would always be, like, a half a grapefruit just sitting there waiting for you that only 2 people would eat out of, like, the 20 of us.
Yeah, because y'all are retarded. That shit's delicious. Pink grapefruit, even regular grapefruit, I like. Not all the time. My favorite citrus is Tangelo.
What?
Tangelo, okay? It's like, boom, like this big. Remember I used to get them all the time at R.E.M, or not, at AAN? I walk over to that Walmart, get them. The pulps are like fucking...
The pulps?
Penny size. They're good.
So what is that? Is it like a...
It's the original.
What?
The OG. And all the other citruses come from it. Look it up.
I'm not really one for citrus.
All right, then don't look it up.
Like, I drink a glass of orange juice, I'm getting an ulcer on my tongue.
No, man.
I love orange juice, though.
Orange juice is delicious.
No
I got
pulp.
some the other day with breakfast.
No pulp.
Oh, extra pulp.
Yeah, you're weird. I kind of figured that.
Extra pulp, please. That's what I say.
Can you strain some out and then just dump it into my glass? Ugh. I like
strange.
I
could probably eat a pulp sandwich.
I like to chew my
Like-
orange juice.
Wrap it up in something.
Just give me an orange and I'll just chew it up in my mouth and make my own. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Sometimes I have Amy baby bird me. Like different foods. She's very hesitant, too. I don't want it to sound like she's...
But somehow you always convince her.
I'm very, very convincing.
After like the umpteenth thousandth time. It's usually just to shut you up.
It's perseverance.
You're like G.I. Joe. Never give up.
Keep calm and keep burning, man. Persevere. Get through it. Push through, okay?
Speaking of persevering
Yes.
and pushing through.
Okay.
Mel, it's Halloween.
Yes, it is.
Mel, it is, 3-4 days away from this godforsaken election?
Yes, the shit show that is America.
Yes, the shit show that is America.
You have half the population arguing with the other half of the population, and then... Well, you have half the population split amongst themselves, arguing amongst the quarters there, and the other half of the population just being apathetic as fuck and being like, whatever happens, happens. I have no real opinion on the matter, except that it's a shit show. And we're all like, yeah, it's a shit show. I think that's the one thing everybody can agree on.
But
nobody
nobody's
knows
doing
how to
shit
handle the
about
shit show. Yeah.
So, that's the thing, though. Yeah. What do you do? Somebody's got to step up and be like, hey, man, somebody important. Who could do that? Who?
Nobody's going to do that, and it doesn't have to be somebody important. It has to be thousands of small people.
Well, that as well.
Poland
But
right now.
what's
That's
going
what
on in
America
Poland?
needs to be like, but it'll never be like that because we can't get on the same page because we're all so divided by other shit.
What's going on in Poland?
They just enacted a abortion law that pretty much makes all abortion illegal.
I've heard this, yes.
And there's like
People went ape.
tens of thousands of people out on the streets,
Well,
even
they
though
should.
they have strict like no gathering policies because of the pandemic. They're
Can't-
like, fuck it.
Can't arrest us all.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And they're getting like, because it's a nationalist government over there that's pretty much trying to make it like just Catholic law. It's probably my package being delivered, okay?
All right. That was
That
weird.
shit happens. I get packages. We live in an online commerce world. Okay?
Huh. You want to go handle that? Or?
Yeah, just pause it.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
It's a package.
Start that bitch back up.
It
We're
was, in
back.
fact, a package.
You want to know what's inside the... This is called an unboxing.
Ooh. Should I say that out loud what this is?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, we're opening this right now, eh?
Yeah, you can. I
We
want to
got
see
ourselves a Zelda Pro Controller, wired Pro Controller for the
it.
Nintendo
Yeah, it's
Switch.
the knockoff, man. I guess it's not knockoff.
It's
It is.
It's official.
It's not a Nintendo product. It's a licensed by Nintendo product.
So what happened to the Pro Controller?
I have mine still.
Oh,
but this
this
is
is
a
a-
PC controller for me, really, right now. Or a second
His and hers.
controller, because I wanted an extra one.
Wait,
It's more of like a PC.
this is a wireless.
Or wired.
Oh, but the wire is right there.
I guess it's a charging one, but I don't know exactly. But it says wired. I'm fine with it, though. It's the Zelda one.
Nice, nice.
It definitely feels
A little knockoffy.
a little knockoffy. Definitely not a Switch Pro controller, but I'm all right. I only paid $12.50 for it.
Does it vibrate?
Maybe, maybe not.
Amiibo support?
It's the no, probably not. It's the second person controller, so it's okay with me. This is player number 2.
Yeah, you always had that controller as a kid.
The Power A.
Power
Zelda Breath
A.
of the Wild controller.
I'm sorry.
Here, go ahead, touch it.
Yeah, let me touch it. Hold on.
Yeah, I know you like to touch it. There you go. Yeah.
Feels like it's been in the truck all day.
Yeah, it's definitely hot.
Nice little gold D-pad. The D-pad feels all right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad, but Definitely feels lighter than a Pro controller.
It's because there's no rumble in it.
Well, probably not.
I wouldn't.
The plastic feels a little...
Don't drop this.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like you drop it might break like an egg.
You might want to get a condom for it.
Right?
But for $12?
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh, $12, I'm jumping on it.
Is that one of them there
Now I can play like Overcooked with Amy.
Amazon deals?
Yeah, no, it was a Best Buy.
Oh.
I always try to buy from Best Buy over Amazon if I can.
Why is that?
Because
the owner of the Best Buy aren't as
Amazon.
rich as Bezos.
Yeah, and that always makes me feel really dirty. Because he's one of those people that, like, I bitch about, that we worship in our culture of greed and
Worship?
moral and ethical ambiguity.
There's gotta... Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't even feel like getting into it. I'm so burnt out on this shit.
Huh?
I'm so burnt out on all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's how I am, too. That's why I'm all like, I know what I'm doing. I know where I stand, but I just don't have faith in America anymore.
Okay. Oh, a couple weeks ago, they had those 2 different town halls on the same time, the same night, right?
Yeah.
Now, theoretically, if you were trying to make your best decision as an American or as a person or whatever that is going to vote, wouldn't you should have watched whose ever town hall had the more opposing view that you believe in?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely should do that.
But everybody just kind of watched their guy?
I think at this point...
Not that it would matter.
If you are undecided at this point in time, you're either stupid or lazy. Like, there's no... Or just apathetic and didn't give a fuck to begin with,
Team apathy?
That's how it is. Like, and I think a lot of people are beaten down. They are apathetic because they feel powerless. There's no... I don't know, and that's just that's what makes me the most sad, I think, is just that feeling of powerlessness, that, like, just to abandon hope of any kind of change, because it's all like, fuck it, what's it matter anyways,
But didn't you yourself earlier just say, how do you do this change, remember? You were saying... You said that it takes thousands of people.
Yeah, it does, but I just don't think there's people to do it anymore. I think so many people are just apathetic and don't care, or just selfish and just worry about themselves, and they're all like, you know what, my life's pretty good, why do I want to disrupt that? I've got it all right, it's not that bad, that kind of thing. It got me so depressed the other night, like, just thinking about it. I was fucking like, it's so depressing to me. Just so depressing, the current state of this country. And it's not that it's one or the other kind of thing. It's just the hopelessness that it doesn't matter either way. It just feels like the smaller person is going to be left behind no matter what.
Yep.
And we're so busy fighting amongst each other, or that we aren't focusing on where all this money's really going, and there has been a redistribution of wealth, and it's all gone upwards.
Where else is it going to go, Mel?
It needs to go down.
You can't make those poor people richer.
What we need to do is trickle up economics. Give all these poor people money, and they'll spend it right away.
I will gladly take your money.
Look at our stimulus.
What?
Look at the stimulus.
That was like a year ago, dude.
Huh?
I think it was like a year ago.
Yeah. And how quick was that money gone?
Less than 2 weeks.
That's what I'm talking about. That's stimulating the economy. How many of these rich motherfuckers are just hoarding money or investing it and not spending it?
I don't know, but they're lucky they don't have to keep that shit in their houses. That's all I'm saying.
Because the banks, we started bailing out the big banks. That's who's getting all this money.
Banks are lucky that it's all digital, like it's all ones and zeros now anyway.
Oh, that's
It's so
controllable.
fucking crazy.
Another
It's
way
so
to
imaginary.
give people despair. Make them feel doomed. Mortgage slaves, wage slaves. Everybody's indebted. That's why you can't be out on the streets making your voice heard and fucking protesting and shit. It's because
they're gonna lock you up.
Because the economics behind it. I got a mortgage to pay. I got bills to pay. I can't be out there with those people. Those people should be contributing to society. You've heard it. It's all stupid and just makes us against each other.
Protest and shifts.
Huh?
Protest and shifts. It's my day off. I'm going to go protest.
Exactly. See, this just... What we need to do and get the biggest change everywhere is everybody just quit working all at once.
But then what would happen?
Say fuck your bills.
What?
Fuck your bills. If everybody stopped paying like bills and taxes and stopped paying that, it would create chaos. But isn't that what we want for change?
Yes. Well,
but that's an Aleister Crowley saying, you know.
Are you gonna go all Crowley on me now?
That's a hermetic thing, though, you know. Through chaos
breeds order.
Yeah.
So, does the chaos end on Tuesday, or
no,
a couple weeks after Tuesday?
This is the prequel. This is Civil War, the prequel.
This promo was fire.
Next year is the Civil War. Because no matter who wins, the other side has been so ingrained to hate them that they're going to say, well, it's, fucked up. The election wasn't right. Like
Right.
And it's just not getting better. I don't know. I think I have my personal opinions on one of them that I think would lead to more violence than the other, but... Do
the robocall stop?
Yeah, until 4 years from now.
But what I want, text message today.
The biggest thing I want is us to not stop this discourse and talk about how shitty our country is just because a presidential election isn't here. Like, we need to push new policies for the next 4 years. We need to talk about a third party. We need to talk about
a fourth party,
ranked voting instead of regular voting. These are the changes we need to get in the next 4 years before this shit show happens again. Because it will. It's not a Republican or a Democrat problem. It's American society problem. It's not just one of the parties. It's all of it combined, Our system is shitty. It's antiquated and it needs to be updated. But we have such a reverence for fucking tradition that we refuse to see maybe tradition isn't the best.
Fucking brainwashed.
Well, we're all brainwashed.
Patriotism.
You're either brainwashed into patriotism, you're brainwashed into apathy, even pretending like, it doesn't, that's brainwashed too. Nobody really critically thinks to, or we do, and then we're just too lazy to do anything about it. We feel helpless. If there's engineering behind it, it's engineering behind all of it, right?
I'm just saying, if you gave me 1,000 soldiers, I'll take down that.
1,000 soldiers?
I'll take down the WH.
No, you wouldn't.
We could.
I mean, you could, but I don't...
1,000 soldiers.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the way either, though. Like...
What else you want to take down?
Huh?
1,000 soldiers gets it done.
No. Violence. I don't know if violence is the way. Like, again, it's another tired old tradition that... Has it really...
Because it works.
Has it, though? Because I feel like we're
For
still going through
periods of time.
Yeah, but that's just so another fucking person can squash down the other people.
But you can only ask for so much. So you can only last for so long.
If that's not antiquated thinking, like, why can't we stop the cycle? Now that we're so connected, we're so like, we start to realize that it's a global problem. We're breaking down the barriers of just cultures and everything.
Because man is like so fucking corrupt.
But does it have to be that way?
It is that way.
But does it have to be? I think, and that's the question. See, that's what I'm talking about. That tired old traditional thinking.
It's human nature
is
that way.
Though.
Human nature is that way.
I think that's through teaching. I think through generations of unteaching that. Yeah.
You put the sweetest fruit to the straightest arrow, and the arrow's gonna eat the fruit, bro.
Again,
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I don't know about this mythology you're speaking of, because
no, I'm saying it's like
a lot of what is creating problems for us, I think, is religion.
Yes,
and it's the antiquated thinking of religion holding back evolution and progress. Fucking. When will people see that Jesus is no different than Zeus and they're both fucking mythology?
You can't say that. Everything I believe in our flag, it says Jesus and God.
But it doesn't. Wasn't this country founded on religious freedoms?
It was supposed to be.
And they were
But
Christian
they were a bunch
values,
of Quakers.
It's like... It's holding us back. You hear all these people talking about, well, you can't get an abortion because my God says that. And then in the next sentence...
That kind of shit is really fucking frustrating. Like, it doesn't concern you.
I was going to say...
not harm you at all.
In the next sentence, they'll talk shit about how
people
a Muslim culture runs Sharia law, and how barbaric that is.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're doing the same shit, forcing religion down my fucking throat. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest things holding us back as everything is religion.
Watch how rigged we're watching Halloween Havoc, by the way.
Halloween Havoc.
How rigged the spin is.
But that gets me... So mythology leads me to my next big thing I've been doing, and that's playing Hades. Man, that game is fucking awesome. And it's all about, Greek and Roman mythology. I don't know which one they actually went with there, but... Because I always get them confused. Which one, Ares is the Greek god or Mars is the Greek god? Which one's the Roman, which one's the Greek?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you don't know either. So...
They're gods, I know that. I mean, do we have to get so specific?
Well, they're the same god. It just depends on if it's Greek or Roman mythology.
Yes. I went to a Baptist school. We weren't allowed, bro.
To learn about that, right? Because they'd be like, oh shit, they'll see it's the same thing.
It was briefly touched upon.
I always liked mythology when I was a kid, reading about it.
Oh, I did.
Shit.
It was...
It was really interesting to me, the ancient world.
I liked when Bugs Bunny fucked with Zeus.
Yeah.
Got shot in the bony tail with the...
But Hades, man. I think last I saw on the PC, I put 110 hours to it in total.
Jesus.
But I also have it on the Switch.
I'm trying to complete it.
So I play it on the Switch in bed and, on the PC. It's fun. It's so much fun.
It's fun.
It's my game of the year. It has
Yes, Mel has come out with his game of the year already. It's not even November yet.
Close enough, man. I guess the only other thing that could come close to it, probably at this point, is going to be Cyberpunk when it comes out.
It ain't coming out this year.
2 months from now. December 10th or 11th, one of those.
No, they just...
No, they just pushed it back to that date.
No. Today.
No, not again today.
Yeah.
No.
Next year, bro. As he reaches for his phone.
It wouldn't surprise me, but...
It's happened 5 times, man.
I'd rather him keep putting it off and release something there.
Yeah, but when does it become the running joke?
When it's Half-Life 3.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Or what was it? Duke Nukem.
Yeah. It's Hades, man, it's so much fun. I keep going back to it. I've beaten it 20 plus times.
What?
Like, because it's...
Do you get, like, different weapons or some shit? Or no,
yeah, it's a roguelike.
What is
but
the
it's also an
incentive
RPG.
here? What's the incentive to beat this 20 plus times?
You just... Alright, so... The story, like, you beat it, you're Hades trying to escape hell. Or no, you're not Hades, you're Zagreus, Hades' son, trying to escape hell. And
that dude does not look like a god, then.
Huh?
He doesn't look very godly.
He is, bro. He is, okay?
Okay, well, you're trying to escape Hades.
You're trying to escape and, like, just get to the surface and find out what it's like out there. And then all the Olympian gods, like, they help you on your way by giving you what they call boons, which upgrade your attacks different ways. Like, you have Zeus that will give you, like, lightning bolts that come out of your attacks. You have Aphrodite that will, like, charm enemies and make them weak.
Make you freaking.
Dionysus that, like, inflicts hangover, which is pretty much like a poison. Or Ares, who inflicts doom, which is like a nuke damage. After a few seconds, it'll just burst damage to Artemis, who increases critical hit. You know, so it's just all you have all those different ones. So that makes each run different because it's a run. By beating it, I say finishing a run and escaping.
Gotcha.
So, but there's progress between each one. So there's like currency. There's different cosmetic items you can buy for like your house and shit. You can.
You got a house you're dressing up.
You can upgrade like your character, so like you can dash more times, or you get more money to start, or more health.
Okay, dash more times sounds useful.
There's
Stuff
all
for my
kinds
house
of things
I
like
could care less
that. There's
about.
like friendships that you relationships that you build with people, and they'll give they'll give you keepsakes that like give you 20 extra percent hit when you're hitting them from behind.
Oh yeah,
from behind, or like
20% more when you're hitting them from behind. Huh?
When you're hitting it from behind, or they'll give you more health, just base health, or upgrade your things after every 4 levels.
Are you people sold yet?
Huh?
I was asking them if they're sold yet.
I don't know. Maybe
I was sold when I watched the thingy.
Yeah, man. Watch some runs through it because.
But I think you kind of like unsold me.
Why? What's unselling you from that? Like,
it just seems like too much.
It's not. It's really.
I don't want to have to upkeep a house and put up posters on the wall and shit.
That's the thing. You don't have to do any of that unless you want to.
When they started doing that dumb shit in sport games and stuff, is like, yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, I understand it in a sports game, but
in a escaping hell game, where are you going to live when you escape?
Well, and it's not really. It's just because you're going. It was nice to see different changes. Because I'll go back and play on the Switch, which that save file isn't anywhere near as upgraded as my PC one, and I see all the shit there before, and it makes it feel so empty and but it does feel like a greater sense of progression and accomplishment. You're like, okay, I got all this. I've got all and the stories. The story is actually good, which is the crazy part for being a roguelike game that it's not. But it's a roguelike that's not a roguelike. It's more like an RPG with runs that each time it's new. It's so much fun, and each run is anywhere from I think my quickest one I've done so far is 18 minutes, and my slowest one is 47 or 50. There's 6 different weapons, and each one of those has 4 subclasses to it.
Okay.
It's really in depth, but it's kind of spoon-fed to you. It's not overwhelming at first.
That's good.
Yeah,
it teaches you.
Yeah,
at
and
a good pace.
You get the feel of it. The controls feel like solid. They feel, because you play a lot of Metroidvania, like twitchy kind of like you want the controls to feel solid. You
Gotta
want
have
them
them
to
tight.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like Mega Man. You have to get used to Mega Man. It's a little rubbery.
And it's just a jump.
Huh?
Just a jump.
Yeah, but something else you have to get used to. But this feels tight, It's so much fun. Like I said, I beat it that many times, but I keep wanting to play it. Because at the end, once you get through it the first time, then you get a heat system, a heat bounty system that they call packs of punishment, which is another like 10 or 12 different parameters you can change to make the game harder and increase your heat level. So now I've been going through and trying to beat the game each time with a different one of those. And like, I don't ever use the same weapon all the time, so I'm spreading that out and trying to like beat different ones with different weapons and
different ways.
So there's a lot of like, it's not necessarily the story driving it anymore. Because I finished like the main story, there is like some sub kind of stories going on.
So does this feel repetitive?
No. I've played hundreds of hours of it, and I don't feel like I've had the same run twice.
Okay.
It feels it feels familiar enough each time, but different enough that it doesn't feel the same.
Random video game question.
Okay.
What's your favorite racing game?
Racing?
Yeah.
Probably either, like, I can think of 3 that really, because I am not a racing game kind of fan.
Neither am I, but I've been in the mood lately.
So my 3 are Burnout Paradise.
Good.
Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, or Most Wanted, like the original ones back on like PlayStation 1. They kind of went downhill after that, in my opinion.
Yep,
and then Mario Kart, which is just a classic.
Which one?
Huh?
Which Mario Kart?
I played the most on either the Wii or the DS one. Like, I have the Switch one, I just haven't played enough of it.
64, bro.
64? See, I didn't really have a 64 at that time. The games I played on my 64 were, what were they?
GoldenEye.
WCW versus NWO.
Yeah, that as well.
And WWE WrestleMania. What was
2000?
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah.
Those were the ones I played.
There were friendships made and broken over Mario Kart in my neighborhood. Well, not my neighborhood, but my friend's neighborhood. There were people that would get like 7-second laps on certain levels by glitching it and shit.
Oh,
like stuff they just randomly found out before like
coming over, and they're like,
this is like before the internet, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like before internet was like, come find your cheats and hints and shit.
I remember going downloading and printing pages of shit from GameFAQs
for like fatalities on Mortal Kombat.
Fatality lists and like a cheat list for Grand
I had a
Theft
binder.
Auto.
I had a binder of shit.
Yep, I did too.
Dad brought me home a 3-hole punch that he borrowed from Social Security work.
Yeah, see?
Slap them bad boys in the binder, flip through. I was a cool kid.
Yeah, that was the dope-ass shit back then, man. That's how you had to do it. You made all your own maps?
I never really got that geeky.
No?
No.
You missed out.
I mean, like, I get it for, like, Dungeons and Dragons or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, for a video game? I did... when I got stuck in like one of those woods in Zelda, I think I like wrote a directional map kind of thing, like left, right, that kind of thing. But never a map.
I didn't either.
You fuck. So, how many? This is your car's warranty calls do you get a week, or?
I get all kinds of fucking scam calls and scam texts now and shit, and I'm like,
Do Do you ever get a return?
No, but funny enough, you sent me that, and like that day or the day before, I was reading on Reddit thread about people who would get the return calls because their phone was being spoofed.
Yeah.
And that's the number that's showing up.
So my number is being spoofed.
Yeah.
By somebody.
Yeah.
And I got a message.
Yeah, and the guy said, "Quit calling me."
Oh, I'm gonna play it. Listen to this.
My name is Walter Birch, and I've asked time and time and time fucking again that y'all don't fucking call me no more. Take me off your motherfucking call list.
Yikes.
Yeah, because your phone, you had the Google Voice or the screen.
Oh, wait. There's more.
Fucking call list. Thank you.
Yeah, that dude totally thought he was actually talking to him. But the thing is, you don't answer. Like, so you answer and you say...
Yeah, no. I sent it to the Google.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, if you do answer those calls and say, take me off your list, oh, yeah, they'll take you off that list. But you know what they're doing with your number?
Putting it on another fucking list.
Yeah, they're selling it to like a dozen other lists because they've confirmed it's a working number.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do then? Just report it?
You gotta ignore it.
Block it?
Yeah. That's what I do with
I have so many fucking phone numbers blocked in my phone now just because of like spam blocker.
I know. Somebody I know is going to get one of those numbers and I'm never going to get...
Yeah, somebody is like going to call me from like a new phone and they're not going to leave a message. I'm just like, block?
Yeah, exactly.
You never answer the phone when I call you. Like, well, first off, why are you calling me?
Why didn't you text me first and say, hey, this is my new number?
Even that, I've gotten so many texts about election.
Oh, yeah, the election shit.
I've been taken off of like 5 of those lists. Why
and
are there so many?
You to 10 more.
I had a good one today.
Your best bet's just to not even reply to them. Just ignore them and put them on the block list.
But you just can't sometimes. Like,
yeah, you can. It's a choice you make.
Sometimes you just want to fuck with them.
Okay, that's a want to there.
Yeah.
It is a choice.
Because, like, I don't know, the roommate, he's like, he told him that he was going to send him a picture of his nuts every hour if they didn't take him off of the list. And you're like, okay, you're off the list. Bye. Sorry.
And I don't know, like...
It's so intrusive, though. Like, where'd you get my fucking number?
It's from lists that they buy. And
Why
it's
are
also,
you buying?
Like, you have to think, like, these poor people that you're talking to are like that are just people that are, like, sitting behind a phone bank for some candidate they're impassioned about. They're people, too.
I don't give a fuck. That's intrusive.
That's why you just don't
allegedly,
reply to them.
Allegedly, I'm on this, like, do not call list. Right? So why the fuck am I being called?
Because we live in America and our shit gets sold all the time.
All right, then. Well, then I'm free to do what I want, then. It's my number. You called me. Let's have some fucking fun.
I guess. I don't know. It's just... that's why I just don't engage with them. Just ignore it.
But it doesn't, like, bother me. It gives me jollies.
Yeah. You're a troll. We were
To
talking
a
about
degree.
We were talking about how you and Josh are the same in that aspect. Kind of like trolls. That when
How am I? Whoa.
You're definitely, especially around the election time right now, you are trolling a ton.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
this is nothing that I want to do on a normal basis, and you know this.
Yeah, but you know it riles people up, and you're getting your jollies.
There's one fucking person I know that riles it up, and that is hilarious. Only poke when poked.
Yeah. But I think you intentionally put stuff up and you know people are going to comment on it.
No. I do not.
Uh-huh.
Because I think anybody with half a brain would fucking comment on it.
You just ignore it. That's what I've learned. I'm all like, whatever.
I put shit up because 99% of the fucking time, that's how I exactly believe.
I think... There's a little more troll in there than you want to lead on. But it's okay. It's okay.
No, there isn't. Now, after I get poked a little, Yeah, bridge troll all the way. But still.
Okay.
I just don't like the comparison to me and
Huh?
I just don't like the comparison you made between me and kind of hurt.
You're a little trolly online. Not in real life as much.
Yeah, but you can mute me and unfriend me.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's the thing. Like, you have to have... For me, I feel like that's why I still have my conservative uncle on my Facebook, and I'm not deleting him. Because I don't want to live in an echo chamber. I
there
want to
for the
see
lols.
his views. I want to see those opinions. I don't want to just shelter myself from things I don't like. You know?
Little trolly, huh?
Little trolly. Not... Maybe like a gummy worm. Not a full-on, like, bridge troll.
Alright, gummy worm.
Don't be hurt.
I mean, to a degree, you're right. I like reaction.
The
But, like,
reaction,
I'm not
that's what it
sitting there.
is.
I'm not sitting there saying, haha, got him. I'm just
No.
like, haha, you're dumb.
Isn't that the same thing,
I
though?
guess.
I mean, which flavor ice cream, chocolate or vanilla? But
I like strawberry.
exactly. Give me that pistachio.
The green shit?
Oh, it can be good sometimes, man. Feel like an old person eating it, but
You know what I feel like an old person eating? Rice pudding.
rice pudding, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's my
tapioca.
mom's jam. Tapioca's good.
I like bread pudding.
I could never get with the bread
It has
pudding,
to be
rice
made right,
pudding.
though. Or else it's just too, like, if it's dry, no thank you.
No, thank you.
But bread pudding with, like, a nice cinnamon cream glaze.
Cinnamon. So, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been at least a month.
Nah, it's been 2 weeks. Half a month.
I've had a birthday. We've had
Oh, yeah.
Halloween.
It's Halloween today.
Yeah, that's right,
Doesn't
motherfuckers. Happy Halloween.
Even feel like it.
Ow, 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 ow!
That was
Halloween.
weird.
It's Halloween, dog.
You do look a little wolf-like.
Yeah, that's right. It's because my hair flips up right here.
That's a cowlick.
I didn't have any cow lick me, okay? Maybe French fry when I was sleeping, but not.
He is a cow. That little boy is a cow. He's just fucking huge.
He's hefty. Hefty.
I can't pick him up with one hand no more.
No, you can't. You gotta use two to pick up a French
Yeah,
fry.
I almost lost him earlier.
Yep, I'll have it happen to me too.
Little bastard. But yeah, it doesn't feel like Halloween, dude.
So are we buying tickets for Full Gear next weekend and going?
What?
Huh?
Can we? It's sold out.
No, is it?
I would imagine.
I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it isn't. I see when I was looking up tickets, they only have like one Dynamite taping at the beginning of the month. That first Wednesday. And then like they have Full Gear, and then it looks like when they start back up in December, they're going back to touring. So I don't know. They have like New Orleans is the first show of. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen or what, if they're going to leave Daly's place. So that's interesting to wait and see what's going to happen there.
I don't see that happening.
No?
I don't see touring happening until like halfway through next year.
Yeah, not anytime soon, right? That's... Even then, it's like...
I don't know. The concert venues around here are starting to have concerts again.
Well, we live in Florida. Which is pretty much said, fuck it, whatever happens. Sacrifice whoever dies.
YOLO!
Whoever gets sick or dies, you know, they're just part of the sacrifice. We
More
appreciate
room for
you.
somebody else. We got people bursting at the seams to get in here.
Yeah.
Pay our high-ass rent.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I saw something today that said undocumented people don't raise crime rates. They actually lower it Because in communities, you got to think, if you're in a community of undocumented people,
They ain't
nobody
saying
wants to
shit.
fuck shit up. Like,
They ain't saying shit.
yeah, I guess it might be just crimes that are going unreported, but that's probably part of it, you know.
By people.
Because you're not, either that or you're staying on the straight and narrow so nobody fucking says shit to you.
When I lived in Baltimore, right before I moved down here with my old guitar player, the house next door had about legit 8 people living in a alleged 2-bedroom.
Damn.
Yeah. They were all like migrant workers. They all worked for the same construction company.
I bet they were nice enough.
Never had a fucking problem.
Exactly.
They had like maybe 1 or 2 crazy parties a year. It's the only time
and they would
get
probably
loud.
invite you over and give you like a beer and some like whatever they made.
Yep. Always cleaned up after themselves.
Yeah, that's how I always felt about it too. Some of the nicest people, best cookouts. Like, fuck, man.
Quiet.
I want some more immigration. Try some different food. See some different viewpoints.
I don't know, man. Living where we live, we have the luxury of a lot of different food.
Yeah, we do.
I did not have that as such in like Maryland.
I can't wait until shit starts. It still feels kind of dirty to go to a restaurant and sit down, you know?
I've done it once. It was weird. But I don't like going out that much to begin with.
Yeah.
You were fucking about to have like 20 people over here.
I know. I was, and then I thought about it, and I was like, no, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Like, I meant to like bring that up like earlier in the week. Like, after you told me, I was like, "Oh, cool! A bunch of people coming over to watch some wrestling. That's gonna be fun." Wait a minute.
And that's when I started thinking about it too, because I was just thinking like a bunch of people getting together. Because I love like getting people into wrestling that don't normally watch it, and just seeing their reactions, and especially like an AEW show where you never know what's gonna fucking happen. You get the dinner debonair.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
was
a whole musical number.
out of left field.
Yeah, that shit was great comedy. Like,
You either loved it or you hated it.
yeah. And I understand hating it. I really do. Why am I watching this on a wrestling show?
Yeah, where's my wrestling?
But I think that leads to the wrestling being like, because it has more story and more character, and you don't have to do as much. You can do more storytelling in the ring.
And the whole steak bit.
Oh, yeah, where they were trying to one-up each other, but that's been their whole angle the whole time.
Well, yeah, but they're like, I'll have my steak blue.
Blue. Yeah.
My grandfather had a thing.
For blue steak?
His thing he would say to them would be, run it through a warm room.
That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, he had some disgusting steaks in his life.
Now, I like...
But this is the same grandfather that would go to the butcher and just raw dog hamburger meat. So...
Yeah, that's a different
times. Different type of man right there. Probably had some parasites living in him.
Yeah, right? Helping him digest that shit. I forgot what I was going to say.
We were talking about steaks.
Oh, yeah, I like a medium rare. I like it a little red in the middle.
Medium rare is just right.
I don't want that shit to be like...
I don't want a bunch of blood on my plate. Like
yeah,
you can take like a piece
bloody.
of bread too.
Yeah.
Oh, this blood's good.
Yeah, no.
Whoa, that's a little weird.
I like it cooked on the outsides, but a little bit on the inside.
But you eat sushi.
I feel like that's different.
I mean, it is, but I think fish is disgusting in general.
I don't usually eat fish though. I'll eat sushi here and there, but that's about the only time I eat fish.
There's too much mercury in that shit.
I know now. Yeah, because we don't care.
Yeah.
Again, people don't give a fuck. They're like, fishes? That's so far away from me.
Like, I read somewhere recently that, like, the recommended serving on grouper, which is, like, a Florida staple, is, like, once a month. Because of the mercury levels.
Eat it, like, twice a week or daily, yeah.
Fuck that. There's pescatarian people.
Yeah, they eat nothing but fish.
Oh, my God. Their mercury levels got to be on the roof. Along with all kinds of shit.
But it'll be okay. Human body is very adaptable. They'll evolve.
What are they going to involve? Gills?
No, just they'll be able to ingest and digest
A
mercury better.
pancreas?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck your pancreas does?
It'll happen, my man. It already is, slowly.
You read any comic books?
I read a ton,
Yeah, me
but I
too.
don't know when we, like... I haven't started any of the Path of Swords, so don't...
Really?
Yeah, I've read maybe
There's
issue
10
1.
issues out. 11 issues out.
Yeah, and I have
Wow.
them all in a stack waiting to read.
You got some reading.
I've been reading all, like, the other shit. I read, like, the Something's Killing the Children. I read the We Only See Them When They're Dead. I didn't read the new Wind or Philadelphia. Or I read the new Department
All right.
of Truth.
Okay. That's something we can talk about. That was creepy.
Yeah.
Like, the guy with the pentagram face just wigged me out, man.
Well, see, it goes back to your childhood.
It does. That Baptist school.
Yep. So that Satanic Panic was real for you.
This
Didn't you...
reminds me of a
Didn't
story.
you destroy...
9-Inch Nails tape?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you thought
I
it
got
was
the downward
satanic?
spiral because it was an awesome song on the radio. I was like, yeah, this is going to be cool. I knew it was a little edgy for me in my Christian upbringing, or kind of sort of Christian upbringing. Pop on the downward spiral, and I'm like, this is some evil ass shit. I kind of like it.
Yep.
And the more and more I listen to it, I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know if this is right. I had some kind of weird gut feeling. So I took that bitch out back, put it on the ground, took the poop shovel from the dog. I broke it in like 5 pieces. And I buried it under the porch.
See? It became real for you.
I wonder if it's still there. Buried under the porch at 223 Inglewood Avenue.
Maybe.
Oh, man. That'd be awesome finding.
Like a dead body.
What the fuck are you doing in my backyard? I just need to dig up something I buried here years ago. Don't mind me. But then I bought it like 2 more times.
Uh-huh.
Once again on tape and then again on CD.
Because you're struggling.
No, because it's a goddamn good album. And
No, it's a great album.
all that Satanic Panic bullshit went away.
Yeah, see? It was real for you, though.
Also, in Jesus School, we were having some... I forget what the event was, but it was like bring your friends with you event. And we'll have a good old Jesus time. And the girl I was dating at the time in the school, she brought some of her friends that ended up being like witches when being witches was cool. They had like a Marilyn Manson shirt on. They got asked to leave.
They asked her to leave?
Yeah, they asked them to leave.
They said, oh, you can't be here like that. And she said,
Yeah, you just don't fit in here. You need Jesus, but we're not going to try to give it to you. We're just going to ask you to leave.
yeah, see? People that don't want to be challenged. They want to live in their echo chambers. See?
Okay, so... No, I'm not even going to go down that road.
I went to a Baptist school
What?
for 1 year.
They said you don't belong here.
I felt like I didn't belong there.
I felt like I didn't belong in that place. Like
I
the whole time I
remember-
was there.
The thing I remember most vividly about that probably is this girl, Amanda, I think was her name, that I had a big crush on, and I was trying to, like, get some kiss time with her and, you know, do all that. But
Some kiss
she
time?
wanted me to accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior
Prior to kiss time?
prior, and I was trying to work that angle and thinking, like, this is all bullshit, but I'll say whatever she wants me to say.
You know, them kind of girls, they saved the V for marriage.
Oh, no, she told me about how she was getting finger banged.
Oh, well, there was a lot of that going on in my school, too. Like, by, like...
This was
I'm
8th
not
grade,
gonna,
too.
I'm not saying any names on this one, but there was this one girl that got finger banged in study hall, but it was in the cafeteria, so they had big round tables. There was like 2 or 3 guys at that like one little session that did that to her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she was a skank.
Good on her.
Good on her.
Yeah, man, she was out there exploring her sexuality.
That is true. Like I've
Quit your slut shaming. If a guy can fuck,
Dude, it was middle school.
Yeah, but would you? What if your buddy was fingering 5 different girls? Would you cheer him on?
They were my friends.
No, but I'm just saying.
No,
you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, you got to hook up with those girls. Good on you.
Nah, I'm usually kind of low key
You are a
about
little
all
more.
that.
See, I was the opposite. It would be like, yeah.
I mean, like, I'm a fucking freak, but like, I keep all that shit private.
Yeah. Well, see, I just don't. I keep my shit private. I just don't think we should slut shame because, like, I think the world would be a lot better off if women didn't have this like repressed view of sexuality. Because again, fucking religion, fucking it up for everybody.
It was too young for all that.
Fucking it up for everybody, man.
I mean, I was. Oh, all right.
They all start. Why is it always got to be? You got to be ashamed of the sex. You know, like it's a shameful thing. It ain't shameful. It ain't shameful, dog. You go out there and get your sex. As long as it's consenting, you go ahead and get it how you like it. Okay?
The first time I had sex, we had to turn the couch cushion upside down.
Flip the couch cushion?
Afterwards, because...
Yeah, seepage.
It was a blood stain.
Yeah. I did it in my bed, so I didn't flip anything over. It was just afterwards.
I didn't have sex in a bed for the longest time.
No?
No. It was like a lot of couch, floor, woods,
That all came
back
after.
seat,
Oh, yeah.
bed of a truck, action before a bed.
I remember fucking this girl in a car while we were at the park while her sister was running laps at the park.
Like, you rendezvous there, or you all went there at the same time?
We all went there at the same time, but we were all like, we're going to hang out in the
totally
car.
different intentions.
Yeah.
You go get fit your way, we gonna split some calories off our way.
Yep.
Why'd you even go?
To get laid.
So that was the whole plan.
No, I don't think so.
All
I
right,
think
your
we were just
sister's
hanging
going
out.
to the track,
We were just hanging out.
and we're gonna go.
Well, we were gonna. I
give you
think
a butter
we
smack.
eventually did get out and hang out at the park while she was. We finished up.
Well, yeah, you ain't gonna be like the whole damn time when she's running laps.
No, man.
What you gonna do? One run lap? Run one lap.
Yeah, it was like no. We finished up and then we were hanging out on the swing set or on a park bench or something. Who knows?
Okay, now was she like sitting in your lap on the swing, like face to face, or were you like two different swings
I
holding
think two
hands?
different swings, but I don't remember.
Or were you just trying to see how high you could get the swing?
No, I don't remember. It doesn't matter really.
Yes, it does.
The point of the story is that we had sex in the car at the park. We already went over that. Yeah, I also had another awkward interaction with that girl when we were having sex. We were staying at her other sister's house, and everybody had gone to bed, and we were having sex on the couch. Because, we were like sleeping on the couch, and her brother's husband, or her sister's husband came out, like looking for the remote and talked to us and interacted, but we just looked like we were cuddling at that point. But I was like, yeah, I was in her as we were like handing him the remote.
And then like the same fucking thing happened. I was dating this little Filipino girl, and we got all trashed at this dude's house, and we were really just using him because he was the older guy, had a house, had weed and all that. We were having sex till the sun came up. And then his brother came out and started watching TV. Still under the cover, but slow it
A
down.
little slower than.
Slow it down. Slow it down. And then he went to take a shower. We finished, and I stole the dude's weed and left.
You start what?
Stole the dude's weed and left.
Just got the fuck out.
Yeah. He never knew it was me either.
Damn, dude.
I should confess.
Hit him up on Facebook.
Oh, we're friends.
Huh?
We're acquaintances on there.
Let him know. Say, hey, man, my past transgressions are
Hey,
eating
Darren,
at
man,
me.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, he listens? He's a listener?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
It's off my conscience now.
Oh, so this is you.
That was me apologize.
Okay,
Yeah, man,
this
I'm
is-
sorry, bro.
This is your Catholic priest. The microphone is your confessional. Go ahead, Rob.
Huh? No, I'm done. Sins lifted.
You were raised Catholic
No, I wasn't.
with your rosaries and your.
No. I mean, my grandmother was Catholic, but I went to a Baptist school, but I never went to church ever, unless it was with my grandmother or at school.
We had to go to school every Wednesday or church every Wednesday at school. It
Well,
would be
yeah,
the-
we did that.
It'd be the nice dress up day
Chapel.
where you'd have to wear like your nice clothes.
Oh, well, every day was dress up day for us. We had uniforms. Pickle green pants,
yeah,
button
we
up
didn't have
white
uniforms
shirt,
at that point.
green tie with eagles on it and gold bars. But like all the cool kids would sit there in church and pull the threads out so all the eagles would be black or the bars would be black. And the teachers would see that and they'd be like, "Why are you doing that?
Quit doing that! You're destroying that."
Yeah. And then I had a clip-on tie for like the longest. Not for because I couldn't tie a tie, but for the comedic effect. That was cool.
I never really wore ties.
Yeah, consider yourself lucky. They're like nooses. I hate stuff around my neck like that.
It happens. Shit happens.
So you want to I don't know, some wrestling? There's a couple little wrestling things here.
We can talk about some wrestling.
How about what do you think about WWE being investigated as a hotspot? 3 different locations for COVID.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do you think
Because you
there's
also
merit
hear
there?
about like a lot of COVID truthers that work at those areas.
Ooh.
So is there?
Do you think Vince McMahon wears a mask?
There's a correlation? No, absolutely not. Unless he has to because somebody's watching him.
Like even more so than Trump?
I feel like Trump. You show me a picture of Trump and Vince in that aspect, and I would look at it and go, "I don't see a difference." They're 2 fruits of the same tree there.
Yeah. Same pockets. How about all these lawsuits that Joey Ryan has now against these accusers and companies that fired him for being a scumbag?
I mean, I read his little like GoFundMe and.
Oh, he's got a GoFundMe too?
Oh yeah, you didn't see that?
No,
It
I
has,
just saw like all
he's
these
raised,
lawsuits and shit.
He has a like $10,000 or $100,000 goal, but he's raised like $240.
Good on him.
And it's like it just makes you look real scummy, even if like
Yeah.
because it just makes him look whiny too. Okay, you got accused of all this, but there was no actual charges.
You're not
brought
trying to
that-
do anything to redeem yourself.
It doesn't. Yeah, you're not like actually going. All right, you know, I see how my viewpoints on women, and I went to therapy, and I did all this. There's nothing like that. It's the same thing. So right now with hockey, I don't know if you paid attention to this. There's that kid that got drafted by the Arizona Coyotes, but it came out that he had been arrested or charged with like bullying a mentally disabled
Whoa.
kid.
Person?
Yeah, in like high school. And he kind of got like a slap on the wrist for it and half-heartedly apologized and everything. But then he got drafted and it just exploded. Like it turned out he had started, even after getting charged and everything a couple years later, it came out that he was still like poking fun at the kid and like
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that.
rubbing it in his face and shit. And that he
Because
was,
I mean, I feel like something you do in like high school. That's
definitely
okay.
have some. But if it looks like you've made an effort and learned from it, that's
Correct.
the key thing there.
Yeah, if it's a repeatable offense.
So like, I feel like this kid's an idiot, but all the people that surrounded him and let him not learn a lesson there
Are also idiots.
enablers, you know?
Idiot enablers.
Yeah. So this, So he got drafted, but now the Coyotes just came out and said they renounced their rights to him. They're not gonna.
Oh, he got undrafted?
Yeah, he got undrafted pretty
So
much.
do they get another
he can
pick?
sign with another NHL team, but nobody will.
Ooh.
He even got dropped by his college hockey team now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, and you're going to owe us some money on that scholarship.
Yeah, right? It wouldn't surprise me. But, I mean, he can probably go sign with the KHL and play over in Russia for a few years and make bank, but... Because they don't give a shit about that over
Come
there.
over here, comrade. We make you good spy.
Yeah.
That's...
But that's that same kind of vein where you can make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but you have to realize that they were mistakes and try to improve from them. If you show no personal gain, what does that, how
You're
does
just
that
a
make people
shithead.
want to get
Yeah.
behind you?
You're just a shithead.
Yeah.
WWE is taking over Twitch accounts.
How shitty is that? And they call these people independent contractors. They're still not employees, but we're going to control your, third party. You know what it is? Is that WWE is starting their own Twitch channel, and they want people to stream on there.
Nobody's going to do that
for them. Like,
Nobody
no, there will be.
Going to
There's always some bootlicker out there.
Well, yeah. But it's not going to be like these other accounts because there's going to be so many stupid fucking guidelines and like,
oh yeah,
hey, don't forget to plug this and this.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Don't forget your talking points.
That same old like sanitized WWE bullshit.
Yeah, the things that make Twitch like fun for people.
Even when we are watching Halloween Havoc, like I enjoyed it. It's NXT, but it still feels sanitized. It still feels like this.
Definitely a wash over it.
You feel the production of it instead of like the story of it.
But it was the better show this week.
It was a what?
It was the better show this week, in my opinion.
I don't know. I still don't know. It still felt like I like the rawness of Dynamite. I like the fact that they get shit wrong sometimes. I like the fact that it feels gritty and sloppy sometimes.
Slopping.
It's not like it doesn't feel like this choreographed ballet.
It ain't ballet, son.
Unless it's a Young Bucks match.
You think they're gonna break them up?
But I don't know. I think there were like that Halloween, the haunted house terror match or whatever it was called. That was cool. It felt like a little movie,
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed the story progressions and everything of Dynamite more. I think the Team Taz going after Will Hobbs is kind of dumb. That's getting old as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like...
But that's like Dynamite stuff.
Huh?
Or that's like dark stuff.
Yeah, that's a dark story. That's like... I don't know. But it's not a... I still, even though I see the flaws of AEW, I still feel compelled to watch. I still find myself, even if I have it on in the background, like stopping what I'm doing and just staring at it and paying attention to it more than I would with WWE. Like, I don't even really watch Raw or SmackDown anymore. I don't even bother to turn them on. I've quit reading the spoilers, so I haven't really even been keeping up with what's
I don't
going
read
on.
about them. Like, if I have nothing going on,
Yeah.
it's just background, but I'm definitely reading a comic book or
Yeah,
you're fucking
attention
off on
is
something
somewhere else.
It does not hold it.
No, and it doesn't. I just don't have faith in them to pay off stories or anything like that. And it's just this corporate bullshit, is what it feels like. It just feels so corporate.
And back to the Twitch thing. I have consumed an ungodly amount of hours of AEW wrestlers playing Among Us this past couple weeks.
Just play Among Us and other games?
Just Among Us. It's the only thing I've been watching.
Miro and Evil Uno?
Yeah, and Kip and Blue Pants. And
it's good.
they even had Brody King on there.
nice.
Yeah. He didn't know what he was doing.
I like having that all. Like, I love BTE and the whole, like, secondary element to their characters.
Do you think WWE could do, like, a BTE-esque kind of thing?
No.
Because it's so...
Because...
sterile, and
there's one person in charge of everything, and if they don't like it, then it's not... You know?
Yeah.
And I think that person's a little out of touch with what modern...
You've been saying that shit for years now.
There's a reason NXT wins the 50-plus demographic all the time.
5 minutes for 50-plus.
It's an older time. A different time.
Well, Mel.
I think that's the it, huh? That's the it. That's just the
What's
end.
what's your Halloween costume tonight?
Oh, I'm not dressing up. I'm not doing anything.
You giving out candy?
Huh? We're gonna go grocery shopping. That's what I'm doing for Halloween.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come back and probably watch Borat tonight.
Are you against kids trick-or-treating this year?
Against trick-or-treating?
This year.
I think it'd be kind of dumb. Like, I feel gross going to a restaurant, let alone going to strangers' houses with my kids.
Yeah.
I don't have kids, but if I did, it'd feel weird.
Go ask that stranger for candy.
Yeah, Halloween's become like... I was talking about this with one of the old ladies at work the other day. Just over the, past few decades, it's become, like, more and more, like... sanitized and not like people used to go trick-or-treating. Now they go trunk-or-treating,
Oh yeah, I think it's just a slut holiday now.
Huh?
I think it's just a slut holiday now for like mid-20s people and not kids.
It's people that are... It's becoming like St. Patrick's Day where it's more about just going to party.
Yep, getting fucked up and looking like a hoe.
Or just having crazy costumes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not...
Some outlandish costumes.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I'm just not as much into the partying anymore, so it doesn't hold the same sway for me. But it doesn't feel like a kid thing anymore as much,
No.
It's all like... You get this Q shit fueling the pedophilia panic.
What? Are you trying to correlate Halloween with Q?
Well, it's the whole, protect the children thing. I don't know. I remember thinking I was going to get kidnapped as a kid in the 90s. Because I watched Unsolved Mysteries, and there was an episode where this guy climbed in a window in, Denver, and I had lived in Colorado Springs at the time.
I live in Denver.
Yeah, I live in Colorado. That could happen to me.
This was 45 minutes away. Holy shit.
Yeah. I remember the same thing with, Columbine. Because that happened when I was living out there. I was in 7th or 8th grade at the time.
I never felt worried about that because I always felt like I would know one of the kids that would be doing it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yeah, don't go to school tomorrow.
Don't go to school tomorrow. Yeah, no, I felt the same way, but it was still they pull. I remember thinking how dumb it was because they locked us all down, and I'm like, what are these kids driving down here from Denver?
My friend says that her kid can't wear glow-in-the-dark shoes to school in case there is a lockdown active shooter situation.
So they can't wear what?
Glow-in-the-dark shoes.
So
nothing glow-in-the-dark. Yeah, isn't that fear over probability?
Yeah. Well, that's what America's based on. Look at the Patriot Act.
Ugh. Wipe
How
my
much
ass
freedoms we've given
Act.
up since 9/11 in the name of security.
He who gives up freedom for a little bit of security deserves neither.
There we go.
We're going to end it on that kind of libertarian note.
Yeah. It's about the only good libertarian thing.
And goodbye.
This has been a TRGPN production.
He's a little trolly online. Not in real life as much.